Hello, this is Steve Warren at Music One, and I'm going to ad-lib my way through a little video here to show you how you could get stuck in view-only mode. That happens from time to time where someone starts Music One and they can't do anything. It won't let them create a new song card or do a schedule or anything. That happens when they get into view-only mode, and here's how it can happen. It can only happen when you're using in multi-user mode. That is, when you have your Music One database outside the Music One folder. Music One is always installed to the C drive. Do always do the default install. When you install to the C drive, it creates a Music One folder on the C drive. And inside the Music One folder is your library file. Now, this is mine on my work computer, so I've got a whole bunch of different library files here. When you start Music One, and you're on a single machine, your library file is always in this folder, C/Music One. When you're in multi-user mode, the database is kept somewhere outside of the Music One folder. And the reason for that is that allows multiple computers on a network to install Music One, and they are all looking to the same database. To do that, we take the database out of the Music One folder and put it somewhere else on the network. I usually tell people to create a folder named Music One Data and have that somewhere on the network that each of the desktops can access. Now, in this case, I've got it on a D drive. It's in a folder named Music One Data, and the database that I'm going to be starting is named OneSteveLive365.m1. So I'm going to start Music One. Now, before I do, look at the top of this what's very top of this thing. I've got it sorted by date, so the most recent date is at the very top. And right now, the top is upgradeinfo.txt. Something's going to come up to the top here that's going to be different. I'm going to start Music One, and now notice I'm in multi-user mode. It's checked right there. I'm already in multi-user mode, and it's looking to the network, to the D drive, to the folder named Music One, and there is SteveLive365.m1. Notice that's a .m1. It's always supposed to be a .m1. Now I open it. And when I open it, in my C drive, I now have a file named readonlytemp.m1. This is actually the database that I just opened. What happened was Music One copied the database from my Music One Data folder. This is D Music One Data. It copied it from this folder into C Music One, named it Read-Only Temp. It did this so it can work very, very fast, and it left on the network drive a file that's named, and look very closely, that's not a .m1, that's a .ml. Now, when I quit Music One, this is a read-only file here. Why this one is named read-only temp, I don't know. Programmer did it. Not my fault. But it's actually an active file. So this one right here is a read-only file. Now, if another computer starts to open it, they will open Music One. Say your assistant starts to open Music One while you have it open here on your computer, and you have the read-only temp on your computer. Then the assistant will have a .ml. They can view it. They can't do anything else except view it. Now, here's what happens when I quit Music One. Quit. The read-only temp file on my C goes away. It's copied back to the Music One Data on the network drive, and it becomes .m1 again. If you ever have a problem where you cannot get into Music One, the read-only temp is gone from here, and this has remained a .ml. That sometimes happens when you're running Music One on the network. You lose a network connection before you quit. You quit Music One, you can't write it back to the network drive, and you may be left with a .ml. So if you're left with a .ml file like that, now what happens when I start Music One is it's a .ml. When I open it, it'll say at the top of the screen, View Only. See here? View Only. I can't really do anything to anything. I can't move a song to a different category. I can't change tempos. I can't, because this is a view-only file. Now, should this happen to you, what you can do, if you have to, is go to your network drive, rename this file, change the extension back to a .m1. Yes, I want to do that. Then when you start Music One again, you've got the .m1, you open it, and it's not read-only anymore, or view-only, and you can change things like that. Okay, I hope that explains fully, and I'm out of here.